Hey y'all, welcome back to Knitting in Our Jeans. I'm Liz.
And I'm Carolyn.
And
some people are returning, amazingly enough, and some people are new. So welcome everybody.
Yes, so thank you for joining us.
Yes. I now know what a resting bitch face looks like because I had to go. I'm in the process of getting a new passport for Tuesday. Yes. I have an emergency appointment in Boston tomorrow.
Which is fine. I've done it. I only had to go to Connecticut,
had to go to Stanford. But anyway, I have a 10:30 appointment in Boston. I'm driving up tonight so that I can make sure I get there. I'm really concerned about someone having an accident on the road. Not me, but the road being blocked. So I'm going to be spending the night in Needham, 9 miles away.
Good plan.
Yeah, and then I'll get in the car and drive over to Boston, leave my car in the parking lot. I guess what I'll do is, you tell me I can't take my knitting, so what do I do for 2.5 hours?
You go in, you give them the paperwork. You then leave the building, get your knitting, and go...
I can't because I'm going to be in a parking garage, I think. I have to see.
You'll have to see.
If the parking garage is one where I can park the car, then I can go get the knitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All else fails, then look up local, if there's a local shop.
Ooh. Well, I could get in trouble that way. Yes.
You could.
Yes. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's certainly attractive.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how she didn't think of this. Obviously, she's overwhelmed.
I am overwhelmed. I found out Friday morning I didn't have my passport. The U.S. consulate in Peru sent me an email, and I'm sure they're mad at me now because I didn't immediately respond to them on Thursday. So Friday I'm going, well, I really should get out my passport. I could go into the files and just put the numbers in. I'm glad I didn't, because I never would have found that I don't have my passport. I have everything else, but not my passport. I have the passport cover. I have my inoculations list.
How is the cover not with the passport?
Because I had to take it.
Did you want me to visa for this?
No.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
The visa you get in the airport.
Good.
There.
I was just...
One of our number, the Nigerian, needed a visa. She's gotten the visa. That's not a problem.
Good.
And my heart is still in my throat from reaching into my purse and going, there's no passport here. Oh my God, there's no passport here. Oh my God, there's no passport. And Friday, I couldn't leave because it's graduation. And I'm a reader of names.
How did it go?
Oh, it went very well. It went very well. One of the mics lost its sound. So, and that was early on. So they pulled one over to be kind of center, but Pat and I had the benefit of watching every other group kind of screw it up and get in the way of people. And we went, all right, she's an attorney. I'm a professor. We looked at them and said, look, this is what we do. We stand sideways. I'll stand here. I'll reach back with this hand. You reach forward with your left hand. You can grab one. I can grab one. You can grab one. I can grab one. And we were not touching the mic. We will lean over and speak into the mic. And it went really, really well. And Pat, because I had this trip to keep getting ready for, and I'm sure I took the passport out for something about the trip. But I haven't been really religious about putting it back in its slot. I've been putting it somewhere in the purse. I've been putting it, I'll put it here and go, I'll get up and do that. I'm going, obviously, one time I didn't.
You know. So
anyway, the U.S. consulate sent me a note on Thursday. Can we have all the names and the passport numbers of the people who are coming? I went, okay. So Friday morning, I'm there at work, and I said, okay, I'll get my passport out. I'll start this process. And I have no passport. I probably at that point should have called to make a reservation for a meeting. I waited until I got home to see if it was here. Because I really thought it would just be out someplace. Or I thought it might be in the drawer where I keep the checkbook or something. No.
Have you checked your undie drawer?
Yes. There's nothing in the undie drawer. There's nothing.
She told me when I lost mine to make sure that I checked my underwear drawer. Because everything important ends up there at some point in your life.
Because who really wants to toss your underwear looking for something? Anyway, I realize my smile is crooked. It's been crooked apparently for 40 years. See, this side goes up more. Yeah. Well, I have my original passport for when I was 24. And I had this thing, I'm a little bit more crooked now. That's the same crooked smile. And by the way, at that point, you could have a smile on your passport. And you didn't have to have your hair pulled back behind your ears, which really wasn't a problem. But the resting, I look like I'm an axe murderer.
Well, that's a little bit better than what I was told about mine.
I mean, it's just awful.
Well, for Lauren, so for my cousin's wedding, the photographer thought that it would be a great idea to take neutral-faced portraits of all the bridesmaids.
The whole face droops.
I can't even see what we're doing, but
we look like
one of my
decided to dismember people.
One of Lauren's friends saw the photo of me, and she goes, looks at me, looks back at the photo, looks at me, and says to me, "You look like you're about to kill puppies behind camera."
Yeah.
Like,
that's what we look like.
And my cousin then comes in and goes, "I know, my only female cousin, and this woman takes this photo of her."
Crazy. So anyway,
I don't do neutral face well.
No.
We have
I hardly ever have a neutral face. I'm usually smiling.
Mm-hmm.
And so, which is why probably one of my muscles just goes up all the time. So anyway, I waited till I got home and we looked around. I went through all my coat pockets. I've been through this desk. I've been everywhere that I can think of. And obviously it's going to be in a place that I didn't think of, and it's going to be slipped in behind something.
And you'll find it the week you come back.
Which is fine, as long as I have one to go. So in order to get an emergency passport, you have to have an immediate departure or a departure within 2 weeks, because I could have gotten an appointment on June 2nd, which is the day we come back, which was 2 weeks from when I was calling. But I got on the phone with them and I said, I'm supposed to be leaving on Tuesday, and I'm the professor of record here. So I've got a party of like 25 people going, and I need this passport, and I don't know where it is, and I had it in April, and so somewhere in someone asking me for something, it got pulled out, and that's what happened. So anyway, I kept running up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs, and finally I said, I'm making the appointment. So nothing in New York, which I kind of thought.
Yeah, because when I had to do mine, there was nothing in New York.
I said, check Stanford. She goes, oh, that's a good idea. So nothing in Stanford. Check Philadelphia. Nothing in Philadelphia. Damn. Checked Washington. Nothing in Washington. She goes, how about Atlanta? I said, I can't get to Atlanta. So she tried Boston. She says, well, there's a 10:30 in Boston. I said, okay, going. So what I wasn't able to do was get the extra prednisone. So I'll just suck up prednisone from my usual nightly supply if I need it, and maybe get more when I get back, whatever that is. So I have, and so she was asking me questions on the phone. So have I ever changed my name? I said, yes, when I got married. She goes, oh, you better bring your marriage certificate. I'm going, marriage certificate? I don't know if I can find it. It was 40 years ago. So luckily that one folder that has the important things had the marriage certificate. So I'm bringing the original. I made a copy. I can't find my immediate passport, but I have one from before that. So I have that. They wanted a photocopy of that. I said, so fine. I did that. What else do I have? I have my birth certificate. An original copy with a seal. So I have that. Then on the form, they want to know where my parents were born. My mother just knows it was Pennsylvania, because they moved when she was 11 days old.
To West Virginia.
To Virginia someplace.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, that's not helpful. But anyway, that's what I put on the form. They can figure it out. And I think that's to trace your lineage and to make sure that you're an American citizen. But I've had a passport before, so
yeah, I
don't think that's really crucial. So what else? My marriage certificate was the one that surprised me. And they wanted my driver's license and a copy of my driver's license. So I said, not a problem. So I have that. So I'm going to make an early dinner, and then I'm getting in the car and driving to Needham, Massachusetts, so that I'm not driving 8 or 9 or 10 hours tomorrow. I'm just driving into Boston
Good
which
plan.
is going to be a trial because if anybody's been to Boston, you know it's a lovely city, but it's easily confusing. Like when we went up, remember, we got terribly lost. Anyway, we'll do our best. I could have stayed closer, but then it was $45 a night for parking. And
That's gross.
I thought I'm going to have to pay for parking near the Tip O'Neill building anyway. And it's right by North Station. I could just, in the morning, point myself to one of the parking garages instead of the Tip O'Neill building. It's an idea.
It is an idea.
Or ask them at the hotel desk, what do they think? That's probably an idea. Anyway, it's only 9 miles. It can take as long as an hour, but, you know, so I'll leave around 7:30, get in there, you know, park the whole 9 yards, and then...
Find a Starbucks, hang out till about 10, then go.
Yeah, well, they say get there early.
Yep.
So I thought maybe I'd just show up and see what they said. No?
I mean, I wouldn't show up.
I mean, if they tell me to come back early,
yeah.
I mean, come back, that's fine.
Okay.
You know, and I'll try to find... I'm sure in Boston there must be a needlework shop close by. I wonder if they'd allow needlepoint.
I don't know. I know they made me take out the little sewing kit I had in my bag because of the itty-bitty scissors.
Well, if my needlepoint only has a needle...
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe your knitting will be fine. I don't know.
I could take needle... I have needlepoint. I could take needlepoint.
You could.
And it only has a needle.
Mm-hmm.
And they're probably more concerned about scissors than needles.
Probably.
Did you get it back?
Because I was really, really nice, yes.
Okay. Well,
and it was super not busy. So.
Okay, so, yeah. I don't know that they want to throw away needlepoint.
Yeah.
Anyway. So that's it's been hectic since Friday. Just incredibly hectic. I can't believe I've lost my passport. But considering I've had one for 40 years, I don't think it's terrible.
No.
Maybe I'll get an invitation to join Global Assist sooner than I would have otherwise.
Global Entry?
Yeah, that.
I thought you had that.
No, I've got
pre-check, yeah.
I've got pre-check, but I don't have Global Assist or Global whatever, which is much better.
Right, you have to be invited to that?
Well, they send you a form. You just fill out the form.
Oh, nice.
So I'll fill out the form if they send me a form.
Yeah.
Because pre-check is lovely, and that didn't disappear. I still have that piece of paper. Mm-hmm. The Global is also available in other foreign airports, and so it can make it easier in those airports. So that helps. So yeah, I found it without my glasses and without a smile, which is very odd for me. I'm really ugly. Oh, God. I look over-bleached. It's awful. Just awful. Anyway.
So that's been apparently what's been going on.
I'm still hyperventilating.
I can tell.
Yes. So I knitted a lot, actually.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, so for those of you who remember, I think I had just
started on
the bottom. Well, I have a mini skirt.
Dang! Nice.
Nice. So for 50%, I need 17 inches. I think, do we have a measurer here? We do have a measurer here. We have a little measurer here. Okay. I can't read this.
I have a better measurer.
You have a measurer?
A measurer.
Yes. And that's
9 3/4.
So 17, I've now more than passed halfway of my 50%.
So you've passed a quarter.
I passed a quarter, yes. Plus I have the collar done.
And the cuffs.
And the cuffs. So what this dress is, if you all remember, is it's basically a semi-straight shot up. And then once I get to the yoke, the sleeves are actually kind of part of the yoke. So it's a really short sleeve, and then the cuff gets applied right here. So the cuffs are done, the collar's done, and I'm waiting to get 5 inches above the ribbing here. Yeah, here. 5 inches here, and I think I'm about 2. And at that point, I start decreasing. So as I get further up, I certainly have enough room now in it. I'll see how much I decrease. And then once I get past my hips, I can do a more severe decrease to end up with some part of a waist. And then, just go on up. So it really is stockinette stitch pretty much from here on out. And that's fine. And, of course, in my mania, I've been knitting like a fiend. So I will take that with me tonight, as well as one of my video games. And I have to take, one of the professors from a college, a LaSallian College in Lima, emailed me last night, gave me his WhatsApp telephone number. And we were conversing a little bit last night, and he said he's supposed to send me an email tonight telling me who we're going to have as a translator on Wednesday. And really, that's the last little detail that needs to go in, because we need to make sure that we can understand the person at the Peru Ministry of Tourism
on
Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock. So I've given Dr. Montes the hotel information as well as where we're going to be, and he's working like a fever to get this done, and I really appreciate that. Then the afternoon is the U.S. consulate, so as long as I get a passport, and I think I should since I'm leaving on Tuesday. Thank God I didn't discover that. I easily could have gone to the airport on Tuesday and just went, and so it really is a blessing that I found that I lost it on Friday. Too bad there was nothing open on Saturday, but oh well. And for some of you who've been looking at this channel, you may have been noticing a lot of tiny videos based on sewing. And that's because within the Rav group, Harry Potter, I volunteered. I really have a problem with saying yes. Anyway, I volunteered to be a sewing helper. And I said, well, what I can do, since I'm going to be away for a bit this summer, is I can shoot little videos of how I deal with a brand new pattern. Because I had that one dress that didn't work out at all. And, some people love that dress on themselves. It's in between for me. It's not an empire and it's not a waist. So anyway, I found another pattern. And when it looks great.
Really?
Yes, it does.
Good.
The muslin turned out really well. I'll show you downstairs. Okay. I'm guessing because I can feel it overlap in the back. I didn't put the zipper in. And I was going to finish this dress. I was going to have to take it to Peru. Oh, well, since Friday and the hiccup, I haven't had the head to be able to do anything. I would probably cut everything upside down and backwards, which would be terrible. Because this fabric is really pretty. Anyway, so I've been making little videos of what I do in terms of cutting out a pattern and what you don't have to worry about and what I do and what about notches and all that kind of stuff. And I can understand if you all who are knitters aren't interested in the sewing, but when I was trying to post these on Ravelry, it will allow me to put a shared address in from a YouTube, but I can't post a video itself, unlike a picture. So I put them up in this channel. So if anybody who's new and doesn't quite understand why all these sewing videos are there, I'm sorry, but there's going to be more. Because as I cut out my real fabric, you'll be back by the time we're back. I would like for you to be here sometime.
You want me to cut that?
To film on the phone because it's...
Sorry, our usual arrangement is that I cut and pin and she sews, which is why I just assumed she might wanna...
I can pin. It's the really easy pattern. In fact, I eyeballed a lot of the muslin and it turned into be spot on. So that was pretty amazing. But I can't sew and film well with one hand. So anyway, it was, the sewing was hard. I mean, I could pin and I could talk about what I was going to do, and then I could pin and then show them when I was done. It seemed to be helpful. Some people said they were helpful.
We'll make a playlist that's just the sewing videos also.
Oh, if you know how to do that, that'd be good.
I do know how to
That's
do
fine.
that.
So anyway, the amount of sewing videos that we have, there's probably going to be an equal amount coming because that's going to be with the real fabric. And I'm doing a color block dress-ish. So there'll be some discussion about why I chose the color blocks and things like that. I haven't been sewing quite as long as I've been knitting. The difference is about 5 years. I started knitting when I was 5. Started sewing when I was 10. And as usual, some people start knitting big things. And I can't say that I started knitting big things when I was 5. But when I started sewing, after my first set of lessons, my mother sent me off to Singer, I made my Easter dress. So, yeah. And now I make sweaters. So it's that whole garment thing with me. Mm-hmm. Anyway, just like the dress that I'm making now. And what I'm taking with me to Peru is a sweater. Did you see? Speaking of sweater, did you?
And she hits me and knocks me out of frame.
Amelia's going to be discontinued.
I know. That's why I told you to get it.
Well, I ordered it.
Good.
Yes. But I ordered it in fingering.
Okay.
I can't. That was my button.
Okay.
But I can't find a Nerd Girl with the description of what the bases are.
Oh, it's under About and it's under Yarn Info.
Anyway, I ordered Bounce and Stop.
Stop. That's the MCN. Or no, it's merino nylon.
I'm not sure. I may have gotten Sparkle. I don't remember.
Okay.
I know I was looking at the Astral.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I ended up buying Bounce and Stop. Okay. Anyway, that's to really replace the sweater. That's how this got started. It's to replace the red sweater that got a hole in it. When we went down to Alexandria, the red that I showed you last week, which was the Berroco, and I'm losing my voice. Sorry, folks. Allergies are incredibly bad. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Anyway, there's all kinds of pollen crud on the car. So.
Oh, yeah. It's glorious here in New York.
It's ridiculous.
And it was in the 80s last week, and now it's in the 60s.
It was 91 on Friday, 92 on Thursday.
No, it wasn't.
It was the hottest day on record for that date. We were in graduation. Don't tell me.
I'm blissfully ignorant of this. I know what temperature it is when I leave the house in the morning, and then sometime, like if it was very chilly in the morning,
I had rivulets.
I was quite warm as well on
you were
Thursday
in a
and Friday,
building.
but I was in a building. Yes.
Anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm taking my DK Red Berroco with me to make that Pearl Soho ribbed cabled
thing.
Sweater. Yeah,
Yoke.
I've wound 2 skeins.
Okay.
Do you think I should wind 3?
I would if you're hesitant, I would wind 3.
Okay, I'll wind another one. I don't see finishing the sweater.
No.
I'll
and
wind
also
3.
bring a sock.
Oh,
in case you do.
I've got a sock around here someplace.
Or you could start on your birthday present.
Oh, it's gorgeous! It's a shop of...
No.
Who is it?
It's,
Javierland.
Javierland and...
Sexy lumberjack. That's from Cards Against Humanity, folks. That's an inside joke.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. There's a card
called Lumberjack Fantasies.
Yes. That I think can answer every question in Cards Against Humanities. I embarrass a lot of people when playing.
It's fantastic. So,
oh
yes.
My goodness. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, now you've got lipstick. Good.
In true mom fashion.
That's what I am. You're going to have to also tell me if there's any things I have to know about WhatsApp.
Okay.
Because the lovely person who's been helping me from the Peruvian consulate, she gave me her WhatsApp phone number, and I have it in my phone. I finally got it in. I found I had to put it in my contacts. Mm-hmm. You can't just put it in.
No, you can't add it just to WhatsApp. Yeah.
No.
I found that out when I was contacting Barcelona, former student. His name is...
Mickey.
Mickey, thank you. Because I kept on trying to add him, and then I realized
just kept dropping. Anyway, I had that with Dr. Montez yesterday. So
Yeah.
other than that, I added Angelina in, and she's going to be there while we're there.
Good.
And really such a sweet woman. So I offered to take her out to dinner. She didn't take me up on that.
Oh.
We are meeting a friend of ours, sister.
Oh, she wrote happy birthday because I told her I was ordering it for you for your birthday.
Yes,
that's
I did
sweet.
see the happy birthday.
I didn't. Oh, that was sweet.
That's really cute. Anyway, those would be lovely.
Yes.
I do have some Harry Potter socks started in that yarn that our friend wants.
Yes, the Hermione's Everyday in that speckly gorgeousness.
Yes, so I have that started, so I can put that in my in the belly of the plane and do that. All right, I will do that. Okay. Yeah.
Because sometimes you have more time than you think you do, and sometimes you don't have as much time as you think you do on those trips.
On the thing is,
Costa Rica, we had a heck of a lot of time to knit on buses.
Yes. There is going to be time going to and from Cusco that we're going to be on a train, and then we're going to be on a bus.
Okay.
But we're flying in and out, so, I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to. That's why I thought the sweater would be better, since I can take those tips off.
Yeah. That's good for your, in your carry-on, yeah.
Yeah, in my carry-on. The sock, I'm not sure.
No, I'll put it in the belly.
Because we're going to keep moving.
Well, put it in the belly, and maybe you can do
So it's not really 2 nights in Lima, 2 nights in and around, 1 night in Aguas Caliente, 1 night in Cusco, and then we're going to be the rest of the time in Puerto Maldonado. So anyway, Thursday night, we're having dinner with Jenny and Cesar, who are Denise's sister and brother-in-law. And we met them at Saul's bar mitzvah. Right. And Ignacio they are his parents.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, the person who we met at Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So, anyway, we're supposed to have dinner with them on Thursday, and I've got phone numbers. I think the numbers are different. So, that's what you can do. You can research while you're here. How do you dial on an American phone to a Peruvian number when in Peru? That would be helpful. International dialing is not my forte.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, what else?
Generally, it's just hold and press 0 and then put in the number. Because the 0 becomes the plus sign.
I'm just
We'll take a look at it.
We'll look at Jenny's number, and then we can get it right. So, I really, while I probably will have a lot of time to knit, I'm not sure how much I'll have access to needles. Because I know Central America, they don't let you knit on planes. I didn't really look up South America.
On the plane, they let us knit, but in the airports, no.
Right. You have to, and we didn't fly just a Costa Rican airplane. Whereas we're going to be flying a Peruvian airplane. From Lima to Cusco, from Cusco to Puerto Maldonado. Once I get on the plane, the United plane, well, it's United, who knows what they're going to do. Then, and you're up in the air, then you're back under U.S. rules, and that's where I can have just the tips. And I've got my bamboo interchangeable, so I'm just going to put them in like pencils and have the sweater on its holding and saying, well, yeah, it's something I'm working on, but so that's I'll be so. Oh, and Jenny and Cesar just came back from Puerto Maldonado.
Nice.
They said it was lovely, absolutely lovely. So that's good to know. And we've got a trip to a fish pond research place. We have a trip to a Brazil nut shelling place because Brazil nuts come down like a coconut, and then inside are the individual pieces of Brazil nuts. I don't know.
Glad I'm not going to that with my allergies. I
don't know that I've ever eaten a Brazil nut.
I would not.
I'm not going to try.
Don't
anyway, and then we're going to arrange an ecotourism tour.
Oh, cool.
The only thing I haven't figured out is whether I should take my other computer or just deal with my phone. My phone has a lot of capacity.
Your phone does have a lot of capacity.
So I may just take the phone because I'm so frazzled having lost the passport that I could see losing the computer too. So
you don't need it to write anything up. It's not like Paris.
I could just take my iPad.
You could just take the iPad.
I think that's a better idea. I'll just take my iPad. Yeah.
Good plan.
Good plan. And your father reminded me this morning of taking the plug changers. I almost forgot those. I'm telling you, I'm frazzled. I'm just frazzled.
You're also flying out of Newark, so that's not helping.
No, but we're going to park right there. There's long-term parking. So we're going to park right there. And we've already reserved our parking space. It costs the same amount to park there the entire time as it would be to take a car from here. One way. So we've given up taking cars and just started leaving our cars there. And we'll leave my car. Because it's less likely to have anything done to it. So anyway, what else? What are you working on so assiduously here? Something I've seen before.
Yes.
Oh, this is so cute.
Thanks.
I can see why this would be called
Sexy Lumberjack?
Yes, I can. Oh, so cute. If I hadn't promised T-knit Pearl that
skein, I know.
I would immediately start on that.
I know. So this is my star shower for my swap partner, even though I've already sent out my swap box because I was a significant amount of the way through. I decided I will finish it and I will send it off in a separate package to her. I'm currently on the last section. I'm doing the what I'm now realizing should have been a knit row on the right side. I'm doing it as a purl row on the wrong side because that's how I'm rolling right now.
And I'm the one who's frazzled.
Yeah. Well, I was listening. I wasn't really thinking. And then I've been working on my sock on the subway. So,
yeah,
and then of course my ball of yarn decided to yarn barf when I got home last weekend, so I reballed it. So I am 3 pattern repeats. Yeah, I'm on my 4th pattern repeat. I think I only need 13 pattern repeats because that's how much. That's not how much I did on the other sock, but it is how many it works out to be to like fit correctly.
Oh, well, that's a good idea.
Because I counted how many rows of the toe that I need to remove, which is 13 rows, which comes out to be about 2 patterns, because each pattern is 6 rows.
Okay.
So I'm removing 2 pattern rows, 2 pattern sections, and yeah. So I then have to figure out how to rip out the toe of the other sock.
Certainly, you can cut it and just pick
it
up.
Or I could just cut it and just sew it across.
You could do that.
Or stitched across. We'll see.
Too. Or you could stitch it across then cut it.
Yeah. We'll see about that. So when I finish this today, hopefully, I'm going to. I've been thinking I'm going to move on to the hat, the Stravalunza, this one.
That one. Good
Finish
idea.
this one up because it has also my purple needles in it. Or I'm going to use the needles that are in the star shower. Excuse me.
Ooh, you have safety pins. I see a safety pin on that thing.
Yeah, I have, no, not safety pins. I have the stitch markers. Why?
May I borrow like 2 or 3 of them? Because with those I could secure my scarf.
Okay.
I think. Yes, thank you.
Of
course, right now I can't think where mine are.
Of course.
My head is frazzled.
It's okay. So
I can remember when travel was fun.
I can't wait to get back to that for you.
Well, no, I don't know that it will ever be. I can remember where you showed up at an airport. You could stand on the tarmac and wave goodbye to people. I could remember when we had the Eastern Airlines shuttle between here and DC, and you could show up 15 minutes before the flight. It ran every hour, and you, as long as you had your credit card, you just ran it through the machine, you got a ticket, and you went onto the plane. And they flew out of the Marine Terminal here in New York. It was so much, I mean, it was just easy. And I don't know that it'll ever be easy again until they just accept fingerprints.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'm sorry, that was an aside. You were working on this, and you're almost done.
I'm almost done. So my thought is to either use these needles, because they're size 8s, for a baby sweater in, where you get out of here, my Pacman random fandom for Brittany, because I want to finish up that package for her, because I think Nerd Nugget is due momentarily.
Oh.
So I have not gotten any message that Nerd Nugget has arrived yet. So, and she posted on Facebook, or on, Facebook, Instagram, one of them recently. So I'm pretty sure Nerd Nugget has not arrived yet. Mind you, I know it's summer, but I figure if I make like a 6-month-old size, it'll be fine. And I'm deciding between the Harvest cardigan.
I love that.
Or there is another baby sweater that one of the other nerd girls made for her, that is also really quick and easy. So I'm trying to decide which I want to do. But I have to first get these needles out of this project so that they can go into that project.
I'm really sorry you can't come with me to Boston. We've had such a blast.
I know.
I'm not helping.
You're not.
But, oh well.
You're not. If I didn't have still 500 items to review,
well, you cut it down to half.
I have cut it down in half.
That's good. Are they happy?
I mean, they're happy. Yeah, they're happy. It's just
happy.
Yes. My boss is happy.
Okay.
My boss also just understands that it's a hell of a lot of work.
Right.
You know, it's
a
lot. So
have you been able to reply and say, no, we did this to a lot of it?
Not to a lot of it. A lot of it is stuff that was never sent to us in the first place.
Oh.
So we can't say we did it, but we can say you never asked us to do that in the first place.
So we don't get money back. You don't get money back for that because it's not part of the contract.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see.
That's good.
But yeah. So that's what I'm working on. Also, because the purple needles are what I think I'm going to knit my Poetry in Motion on. So that's the Drowned in Moonlight.
Oh, yes. I love that.
I know. I love it, too. So I'm trying to get my needles all set for that. And I need the 3s that are out of that project. And I don't know if I don't... Let me look. I don't know if I need the 8s. I think I need the 8s. It says you need 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. So currently in my needle roll, I have 5 and 6. Where are my 4s?
I don't know. There was a complete set.
Yes, I know. And my 7s are having troubles. I have to find out what project my 4s are in so that I can take them out of that project and use them.
Yeah, I really do have to finish some of these projects, which is why this term I am only...
Owling?
Yes, I'm only owling, and I'm only doing a mission and 1 class a month.
Wow, look at you.
Because
see, I'm hoping to get the baby sweater finished by end of month so that can be my one project. I want to make sure
I get the owl done. I want to make sure I get the mission done. And then I'd like to start getting some of these other things done.
Yeah.
And I have to start doing some research. Anyway, I sent in an article this morning.
Ooh, congrats.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
So I also I picked something back up today.
What?
You'll be so proud of me.
I'm always proud of you.
Grandpa's sweater.
Oh, good.
I have 20 rows until 20 row repeats. So I have 4 times 3 is 12.
Yes.
2 times 3 is 6. That's 18. 18 and I think it's 10. So I think it's 28. Something like that. Rows until I separate for the sleeves. Oh, which I think I'm then going to just knit through the rest of the ball of whatever I have. or almost to the end, and then I need to also find the rest of this yarn. It went in the closet. I need to find it.
Plus I want to get working on Poppy's sweater.
Right. I have a feeling I overbought for this sweater. Significantly.
Well, it's such a pretty color.
I know. So I'm thinking...
It's one for myself.
Well...
Or one for Ben.
I don't think I have enough to make either Ben or I a sweater if I overbought.
You could make a yoke out of something else.
I could make Poppy's sweater.
Oh, we could make another sweater for him.
I could make that one I was talking about.
Exactly.
I mean, yes, my grandfathers would have matching sweaters or matching yarn in their sweaters, but I don't think they would care because I don't think they would wear them at the same time. No, they might wear them at the same events, but I don't care because my grandfather wears... My dad's dad wears a lot of neutrals, so this is a brown that I think was originally a blue that she overdyed with brown, because it's got blues in it, and so it kind of turns up purple in some lights.
Getting rid of that Amelia color. That's such a pretty color.
Because they haven't been ordered in a certain amount of time.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why. And also because she's got such a large catalog. Also, this is Neighborhood Fiber Company. I think it's Petworth. And it's on Studio Worsted. But I picked that up. I knit a row on it because I realized I was on a wrong side row, and I was like, well, we'll need to figure out where I am in the pattern. Yeah, I'm only like not even that far in.
Yes.
We're going to try and finish it. We're going to try and do it. So first we're going to finish this cowl.
Yes.
Then we're going to finish the hat.
Good.
Finish a baby sweater while working on socks on the subway. Maybe I'll take the baby sweater on the subway. That might be a good take-to-work project. And then I can do that. I was looking up and finding out where my
I wondered what you were doing.
Where my fours are.
Right.
Let's look.
How would you find that out?
So you go into your project. So to find your needles, if you put them in your Ravelry page, like I usually do, you can go into your projects page on Ravelry. So hold on, I'll show you.
Good.
So you go to your projects page. Then there is a button in the top right-hand kind of corner, and it says Advanced. You click that button, and it'll take you to a search page. So you have all the options along the side here on the left. And on the left side, you scroll down till you see needle size. And you open it up, or I'm zooming on the iPad so that I can actually find it. And I open it up and I find nothing. Oh, my fours are in here.
Speaking about passports not being in the right place.
My fours! Okay, they're going to go in the right spot now. So that's how you can find where your needles are, and it actually is really helpful.
They're in the manila bag. That's where they are.
Well, sometimes they're just in the wrong spot, and I knew I didn't have them in a project, which is why I was a little concerned. But if you need to find where your needles are, because you want them for a different project, it's a useful little tidbit to know.
Useful.
I haven't showed you that before?
No, I've searched on color. I've searched on company name. I've searched on a bunch of different things. And the other thing I found out is that you can search for patterns by people from different countries.
For your around the world?
Yeah, I've kind of fallen out of that since I want to make sure my owl gets done.
Reasonable.
And I fell out of the Harry Potter. I was going to do a pair of socks a month, but that's not happening. So anyway,
that happens.
I do want to finish a lot of the stuff that I've started, and so there's that. In fact, I have a bunch of bags back there, and then we'll go into the longer term things that I've started because I really. And the other thing is, see that lace over there, that light blue lace?
That's a neighborhood, isn't it?
I think so. I bought that to be held double for a particular pattern and in Vogue, and I can't find it. It was that winter, I think, and I didn't mark down what it was going to be used for, and I'd like to find out what that is. So that's a project for the future.
Here, Fuss-Free Baby Cardigan is the alternate to the Harvest that I was looking at.
Oh.
So it's a short sleeve cardigan, which is good because she's in Seattle and she can layer it over a long sleeve top.
That would be nice.
So I thought that'd be cute.
Here, blow it up.
I will. I was about to. So it's the Fuss-Free Baby Cardigan. It's shown in stripes. It's shown in solids. It's, you can do it however you want. One of the other women in the Nerd Girl knitting group made it for her in a different colorway. So, and I've already talked to my friend, and she said it's fine. I don't mind having two sweaters in the same pattern, different colorways. So I might do that because it seems not that the Harvest is difficult, but I don't know. I feel like it doesn't look as good with a short sleeve, and I think a short sleeve might be more wearable for a bibi in Seattle.
I have no idea.
So
I would always make long sleeves, but that's just me.
Yeah. I'm just worried.
But certainly short sleeves is easier because you don't know how long the arms are.
Exactly. Because Mom is short and Dad is tall.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know what Nerd Nugget's going to look like.
Right.
So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. I think I'm probably 5 or 6 rows from finishing my star shower now, which is really exciting.
That is exciting.
So that I can get that done.
Bind it off and be done.
Exactly. And then I can get that baby sweater done, and hopefully then I can put together the link stuff, which I've been not doing because I'm like, well, it'll go out when, I'll put it together right before I ship it out. Yeah, okay. Procrastination much? So I need to do that. But I think the baby sweater might be what lives in my purse this week. Since the socks are not... I definitely don't have second sock syndrome because they're on the needles. And I have been working on them. But I also feel like I have a few other things for other people that are a bit more... Yeah. Also, I really want that poetry in motion in Drowned in Moonlight. I really want it. I really want that sweater.
Why don't you just finish the sock?
Because I have Grandpa's sweater to work on. And Grandpa's sweater should be done. It really should be done. Yeah. I didn't tell him. Dad told him it was going to be a Christmas gift.
We went over and saw him last night.
Oh. How's he?
He was fine. He was tired.
Oh, okay.
But his friend had a sore throat, so he was lonely.
I see.
Yes, so we went over. He was doing fine. He had a bag of doodles on the stove. I said, please don't leave things on the stove. You never know when you're going to start the stove and the thing's going to go up in smoke. But other than that, he seemed fine. We stayed for a while.
Good.
Yep. So anyway, that's about that. All right. So I haven't started. There's a lot of things I'd love to start. Startitis is running amok.
Mm-hmm. Same.
But
if you haven't noticed,
I am trying to finish.
Well, we should look up also, or maybe when you get back, we'll look up what the knit girl. It's not the knit girls.
Okay. Not knit more girls.
Not the knit more girls. Not the knit girls. It's Stash Dash.
That's Knit More Girls.
No, they talk about it.
Oh,
but they don't run it.
They don't run it. All right.
Stash Dash 2017. Oh, it's the Knit Girls. Okay. So that is starting. Continue. Oh no, that's 2011. That's okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking through their show notes because I don't listen to them, which I really should.
I'm making a gauge swatch of Nevertheless, so we can start designing that.
Good.
So, yeah.
They don't have it on here.
I thought it was June.
I think it's end of this month. I think it's end of.
Okay, so.
End of...
We'll find out.
Yeah.
And we'll update you. Now, we won't be posting anything next weekend because I'll be on a flight from Cusco to Puerto Maldonado.
And I'll be in Chicago.
Ah, that's right. It is Memorial Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So, big weekend. I'll wish everybody a happy Memorial Day now.
Yes.
And then we will probably be back together the following weekend.
The
4th.
4th? Yes.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yes. Maybe I'll come over then. The weekend after that is the 10th, and it's the Tonys.
Cool.
And I've got reunion. Oh, what I didn't mention. Sorry, Tony's brought this up. I went to see Kinky Boots yesterday.
How is it?
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so good.
Is it with the new guy in it?
No, it's Brandon Urie. No,
yes.
It's not with him in it. He starts next weekend.
Okay.
We aren't super into, like, we weren't super big Panic at the Disco fans, so it wasn't paramount that we see him. But I'm really glad we saw it. I'm really glad I took Cassie to see it.
Oh, I bet she loved it.
Oh my god, she loved it. She started crying at the finale. It was great. Because it's all about acceptance of others who are different than yourself, and it just hit her.
She's a social worker.
Yeah, it just hit her real hard, and it was great. So I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And if anyone is thinking about going to see it, I highly recommend it.
Go.
It's so good. I mean, I love the movie from the early 2000s with Chiwetel Ejiofor in it, and he plays Lola. He's great as Lola. But the musical is so very good as well. And I mean, I love shoes, so it's a great show for me. But I got a t-shirt. I didn't bring it though. But it's very exciting, mostly because the back of it says "The sex is in the heel."
Oh,
which is the title of also one of the songs in the first act.
Wow. Very good.
Yeah, so that was cool.
Very nice.
So in 3 weeks, I guess, is the Tonys, and so.
But that'll be fun.
And I also have
wow. Look.
That is eye searing. It's gorgeous.
It is, and I think that's. Do you think we ought to go down in needle size?
Maybe. I mean, I think it looks okay.
I think it looks pretty good too. That's either a 4 or a 5. Looks like maybe a 5.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. Ow. I'm sticking myself. All right, it just won't come out. It's stuck. It's the first time I've never seen it come out.
Because you have needles wrapped in it.
Okay. It's a 4.
It's a 4. Nice.
I don't know that I want to go. Oh.
I don't know if you want to go to a 3.
No, I think a 4 would be fine.
But yeah, it was very good. But what I was gonna say was I also have reunion that weekend, so I'll drive home, pick up knitting stuff, drop off my stuff, and come over. I guess.
On the 10th.
Yeah, because I'm down in Philly that weekend.
For Friday.
Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
And I drive back Sunday.
So you'll come over early on Friday?
No.
Thursday.
I'll come over Sunday. I'll come
Sunday.
over after I drive up.
Oh.
For the Tonys.
Okay. Got it. I was trying to figure out the time frame of this. Okay.
I got that.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
I think that's a plan. So that's our next few weeks.
That's it.
And
I will be fine once I get home from Peru.
And we've obviously have been a little frazzled. There wasn't a ton of knitting talk, but that's sometimes how life goes.
Yeah.
So
yes, I'm drowning here.
Yeah. So I guess we will weave in our ends, and we will talk to you all in 2 weeks.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye.